my junkies. How are you? I know I look like a wreck, but listen, I wanted to make sure I got a video out today for you guys, and I just came back from my jog, and so I just figured that I might as well shoot this video regardless of how I look. But anyway, I hope you'll forgive me. But what I wanted to talk to you about is contradicting beliefs. We talked about this I talked about this particular subject yesterday a little bit. I kind of touched on it just a bit. But I was chatting with a friend today, and it really made me think about some different decisions that I needed to make in my life. And I needed to make these decisions in my life. But I remember having such a contradiction in my energy, and what I mean by that is when you can't, do you ever feel like you can't make a decision? Like you need to make a decision one way or another, and you just don't know what to do. And so I'm going to give you a couple of little tidbits of treasure trove tips to help you to clarify how to make a decision. You have a particular incident or something that you need to make a decision on, right? You don't know, should I go this way or should I go that way? What is happening is, okay, so, and if you feel stuck, do you ever feel stuck? Like you're like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Like I've weighed the pros and the cons of each side and I just don't know what to do. Here is what is happening, you darling people, you. When you are unable to make a decision, the reason that you're having a hard time making a decision is because you're thinking too much. You're getting too much in your head. And what I mean by this is, I'm giving an example. Okay, so say you need to make a decision like, should I stay in this marriage or should I go? Should I leave or should I stay in this marriage, or should I move to this particular place or should I move to this particular place? What should I do? What should I do? Well, what is happening is you have contradicting beliefs about each one. First of all, you've probably weighed the pros and the cons of each particular scenario. Like, okay, how's it going to play out if this happens? And how's it going to play out if I were to make that decision? And the thing is that you never know how the decision is going to manifest itself once you've made that decision, like the repercussions. And so what you're doing is you're getting caught up in the whole consciousness of trying to take responsibility for something that is not really your job to do. And that is to fix the broken pieces when they've fallen apart. Does that make sense? Like if you think, oh, well, what's going to happen to so-and-so if I make this decision? Or if I make this decision, what's going to happen to my children? And oh, I'm going to hurt people and whatever. So what's happening is you're actually, first of all, you're not making a decision. You have to make the decision whatever your heart feels. Don't think about anybody else in regards to what you feel in your heart. That's number one, because so many times I think people weigh the cost of what's it going to do and how's it going to affect so-and-so or so-and-so. And once again, I believe you're putting other people before your own needs. And so what you need to do is just make a decision and line up with that decision, because no matter what you do, it's always going to be the right decision for you. And so that might help you give some clarity on when you make a decision as to what to do. Just make the decision and then line up with that decision. And don't keep going back and forth, because what you're doing is contradicting yourself. And so universe only knows to pay attention to what you're feeling. So if you're feeling one thing, but you're saying something else and it's totally contradicting, the universe does not hear what you think or your emotions. The universe only goes by what you are feeling. So what you need to do is line up with the decision, make the decision, line up with the decision, and then don't look back. The other thing that I think will help you is to actually not try and figure out the bits and pieces of what's going to transpire afterwards. That's not your job. That's not our job, is to figure out how things are going to work out. The best thing to do is just trust source, trust the universe, trust your inner being that you're making the right decision. Because you know, how does that feel? Doesn't that feel so good when you know that you can't make a wrong decision? There is no wrong decision. Whatever decision you make, it's always going to work to the best of your advantage if you line your energy up. Because if you predict like everything's going to work out and everything's going to work out, and that's what I did with my divorce. Like I knew, like I put that out into the universe. I was like, source will make everything perfect. Everything is going to turn out fine for me. And everything turned out fine for me because that's what I truly believed. And I didn't have any contradicting beliefs in my actions in leaving the marriage. I made the decision, I lined up with it, and then everything fell into place. So remember, it's not your job to work the puzzle pieces and to make them fit, because you know what? Source has an overview. Once again, you do not have the overview. So when you think things are going to turn out a certain way, 9 times out of 10, they don't work out that way anyway, because we don't know all the little things in our vortex that source has an overview of. From the time that we were conceived, we started putting our wants and desires out into the universe, and they're in our little vortex, you know? And I think that's where so many people get misconstrued about the law of attraction not working for them and manifesting. It's because source and the universe, you know, follows feelings, and it's a vibrational energy that you're putting out. So if you're having contradicting beliefs, that's why. And that's why it's hard for you to make a decision, because you're saying one thing, but subconsciously you're putting out a different vibration energy wise. And so I hope this helped. I really think that it's a really huge component to manifesting things in life, because so many times all we need to do is put the desire out there. This is what I want to happen, and then let everything go. Put it out into the universe and then let everything go after you've made your decision, knowing that source's job is to figure out how to work that together to fit so beautifully into this beautiful puzzle piece. And so I hope that helped you, and I hope you're having a great day, and I'll talk to you very soon. As always, I'm yours until my next swim. Ciao!